Alright, timestamp July 15th, 2025. About 4 a.m. Health check. Still got kind of the panicky attack things going on. And I think my right ear is bleeding now, Acorn. Thank you for that. We can go outside, but you actually have to not step right in front of me. Isn't that weird that I can't move if you do that? We're gonna step outside. So, rained pretty severely last night. It was windy. And we lost the brace on that one side of the lanai. Tiny and I were actually on the lanai. Acorn is running around like a nut in the rain. And the brace gave. No one was hurt. But the ceiling has dropped even more on this far side. Check this out, because it used to be kind of just a little bit below the cabinet. We got problems. So, that's not great. Okay, those spots aren't on anymore. Because we did have those exterior spots on during the rain, but they're not on now. Sing on, Robin. Wonder what triggers those lights to turn on. I don't know. I do not know. But yeah, those spots on the wall next to those exterior doors, they were actually on last evening while the storm was going on. Like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Interesting. Okay. Also interesting. So we were going to be getting ready to do a garage sale. But that, ow! That's my elbow. I have two. It'll be fine. That is making us think that our priority should be to do what we got to do over here and get that other cabinet forward to serve as a much more solid brace than these guys. My dad did have one of those kind of haphazardly in front of that cabinet, and during the storm last night we could see the roof kind of, as well as the roof to that shed over there. Apparently it's not actually secured because the roof panels were going, which lets me know that those are going to be projectiles during a hurricane because he didn't attach it. Great. Right? So instead of the garage sale, yeah. Still means the ceiling may get blown around during a really good storm. But at least the possibility of it falling and crushing someone will get mitigated if we can get on top of that cabinet. While we clear the rest of the debris off the lanai and get someone in here to remove such a mess. It was so much of this crap was so avoidable. So avoidable. Come on. Why do you stick your face over on that side? I never have understood that. You can't enter the door through the hinge side. Okay. Well, coffee is for closers, guys. You get that. You get that. So you guys go outside, you get a full stick. You don't go outside and you pee on my floor like I just watched you do. You get a half stick just because I'm not going to be mean. My dad not having rules. We're fighting the Chihuahuas as far as where they decide the bathroom is. At this rate, if we do get this place fixed up correctly, they're going to wind up on the lanai as a permanent home like an outdoor dog. I don't know that I can untrain and retrain a 12-year-old Chihuahua. And quite frankly, if this is a character flaw, so be it. I don't know that I have the patience anymore. I'm already having to fix a lot of mistakes that I didn't cause, you know. And I understand the dementia. I get that. And I also understand that my mom could have pumped the brakes on some things and didn't. So whether it's his failure honestly or his failure which she didn't prevent, it's still failure that I'm having to deal with. And it's nothing that I did. I'm just the guy with a mop. Jinx, quit spilling Janus's water. Quit being that guy. Yeah, I hear you. Jinx has a water obsession. I think I've mentioned it before. Loves pouring water. That's why I got that fountain. Yeah, move, guys. Hold on a second. One of those moments in life when you need 7 hands. Okay. But yeah, I'm trying to take care of business. Today we're gonna hopefully do the Janus to the vet thing, see if we can get him fixed up. I'm gonna go to the bank and see if they can submit the paperwork. Because at the bank last time I said, hey, I need to get these. My dad signed up for all these just ridiculous 800 number things, probably that he saw on Fox News. You know, monthly subscription, prescription kind of stuff that he thought, this is a great idea. Some things I don't even know what they are. I looked them up online, and they're like computer add-on things. He doesn't really have a PC, so I don't know what he signed up for, but no, cancel it, you know. It's like letting a 5-year-old watch TV, and they start calling 800 numbers they see in the commercials. But at the bank, at the branch, they were like, yeah, you've got power of attorney, all that, it's on file now with us. All you have to do is call the 800 number for the card, and they can take care of you. And no, they can't, apparently, because you have to forward the stuff that you've got in the branch to them. So I'm on file in that category. Wasted an hour and a half on the phone yesterday trying to get a hold of my local branch and getting whisked off into national call centers. Talked to people in Virginia and Texas and Alabama and Wisconsin, and it's like, you know, they'd start asking, can I get the account number? Before we even go there, what state are you in? Really did have one get kind of pissed at me, like, I need to know your account number. I'm like, no, you don't. You need to tell me what state you're in, because if you're not at my local branch, this conversation is going to be pointless. I can help you. No, you won't be able to. And I know that because the 5 people I talked to before you said, oh, I can't do that because you're not on here. Listen to my words. So, but yeah, Janus, the bank. We definitely have to. The garage sale is going to have to wait until probably the next week, because greasing that ceiling on the lanai has now become a priority. I mean, it already was part of. This is that Stranger Things mug I was talking about. It's kind of great. The lanai was already one of the 2 big things are getting ready for spraying for the bed bugs and the lanai. Those are the 2 priority things. So say DCF, state of Florida, etc. We were trying to get the bed bug situation squared away first. Garage sales, because that helps clear space, because there's so much crap here. But it's going to have to wait. You know, we're not strapped for cash, so that's not the issue. We were just hoping to like start getting the pattern of thinning the herd. But before that ceiling completely collapses on the other side, we got to do something about that. It's actually some of the Dunkin' Donuts breakfast blend. I had a partial bag of that. It's a medium roast. I love donut shop blends, donut shop coffees. Love them. Sorry, I'm still waking up. Just for something different, I was running Wednesday Season 1 in the background while I was taking my nap in anticipation of Season 2 coming out. Ortega, man, just nailing it. As far as the Wednesday vibe, I'm very pleased with her performance. Honestly, the whole cast is really impressive. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about Luis Guzman as Gomez, because he's obviously not Raul Julia, who I adored as Gomez, and I take my Adams very seriously. He's just not as like smooth and handsome, so to speak, as Raul Julia was, but he actually is possibly more like the cartoon, like the actual cartoon comic strip Adams, which is interesting. And he's definitely there's a not the smartest man in the room quality that Gomez has, that Gomez doesn't seem to care about, because it's all very, whatever feels horrible is what we should do, And Guzman definitely plays off the I'm the only one here that doesn't really know what's going on kind of vibe, which is pretty fun to watch. He's got a good grasp of the character. He really does. Yeah, I wasn't sure when I heard the casting. And I've seen season 1 before. This was a rewatch, and I didn't even really watch the entire season on the rewatch because, napping in and out. But, yeah, he's growing on me in the role. Morticia. Oh my god. She's quite good. She's quite good as... Man, you start messing with the Addams Family and I start getting real nervous about casting and performances, and really good. Still good the second time around. That let me watch it again and see how I feel. Yeah, no. Still very satisfactory. Ortega. Oh my god. And just also, you would probably assume that if you know my name. And I've seen some internet rumor things. I'm trying to avoid spoilers for season 2. Enid is very important. She is near and dear to my heart. She's family, Their relationship, their journey is absolutely adorable and wonderfully human. Really nice work. Really nice work. Tim Burton is a director. Duh. Yeah, I heard that he was directing the series before, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, Corpse Bride, NBX. Yeah, no, he'll understand the Addams Family vibe just fine. He'll be fine. He'll do. Yeah, he or Del Toro are two people off the cuff that I would think I would trust with that that particular IP. Because Del Toro can handle it too, I think. Probably be a good showrunner. Yeah, kind of running through what I absolutely have seen and adore of his, and yeah, he could probably handle. He could handle it, but he would probably also excel as a showrunner for Adams, or an Adams adjacent show. Because Wednesday isn't really an Adams family. I mean, it is show. It's Wednesday centric. So, but it's Adams. You know, you get me. But yeah, I heard Tim Burton. I'm like, yeah, yep, yep, that's right. You were doing it correctly, Hollywood. Well done. And you don't always. You don't. Well played. Got Raul Julia in my head now. Dirty pool, old man. I like it. Yeah, so order of business. And I got the number for the towing company so I can get the SUV to the mechanic. I can do that starting Thursday. Things are starting to fall into place. But man, the Lanai was kind of a surprise. I'm going to go fix that. Make it a great day.